Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of Empowerment with Elizabeth. Today I am here with my sweet new friend Brynn, and she is going to chat with us about being a state title holder and her prep for Miss America's Teen. So, Brynn, tell us a little bit about you.
Yes, my name is Brynn Lindley, and I'm Miss Utah's Teen 2025. I am from a small town called Salem. I go to Salem Hills High School. I grew up as a competitive dancer for about 13 years of my life, and then I switched to cheer for the last 2 years, and now I'm on my third year for high school. We are a five-time state championship, so it's a big thing at my school. I love serving people. I love Utah, and I love shopping. I love hanging out with friends, and I'm a mama's girl. I have a twin brother that's my absolute best friend, and I do everything with.
I love it. I love it. So, take us back to the start of pageants. How did you get started? Who got you interested? And then, how did it get you to where you are now?
Yes, so I grew up with two Down syndrome uncles, and they came and stayed with me a lot. I had to do a lot of different things for them, but I loved doing it, such as both my parents were for full-time workers, and so I had to go during lunch and go feed them lunch because they need some lunch. Or on a Saturday night, I got to go babysit them and just something super simple. And I saw those little acts of things I did for them was huge. And in the Miss America organization, service is one of the key things. And I loved that. And so that's what started me going into this pageantry. And then also, my sister was Miss Utah's Teen 2023. So watching her do it, I saw her do it, and I wanted to do the same thing.
Mhm. So cool. So
Yes.
cool. And you
Yes.
mentioned dance already and cheer, and obviously talent is one of the main portions of competition. So talk to us about your talent, kind of where you got started with that, and then also a little bit about how you go about selecting a piece for state and then now nationals.
Yes. So I couldn't decide if I wanted to do a solo or more of like a cheer solo.
Mhm.
And so I decided let's just bring it together and do my favorite style of dance, which is jazz, and then my favorite tumbling tricks from cheer because that's like the main cheer thing. So I brought it together and I called it my acro jazz solo for state, and it was to Cover Girl. And I love Cover Girl. It's the best song. I wore cheetah print. I had red. It was all blinged out, showed my personality perfect. And I still love it to this day. And now going into nationals, I wanted to do something like that, but kind of more on a different level, like step up and do another song that's more sassy, more me, and have more tricks and more wow moments. And I'm so excited to show everyone.
It's so exciting. I saw your cute little leopard costume on somebody's story from Miss Utah, I think, this past weekend. I
Yes.
want that costume. So good. I'm like, I want to steal it from you.
Thanks. It's my favorite.
I love it. I love it. And obviously, talent is just one of the phases of competition. There's many more. So, talk to us about what your personal favorite phase of competition is, and then a little bit about why that phase is your favorite.
Oh my goodness. There's so many different phases and they're all so different. It's hard to choose. One of my very favorites is probably fitness
Mhm.
because you work up to it. You work out every single day. You're trying to eat healthy. You want to be to your very best.
Mhm.
And it's one of the most least stressful. You can go on stage, walk on, smile, pose, show off all your hard work, your work waking up at 6 a.m. working out. So all your hard work pays off. Plus, it's least stressful. So you just gotta have fun.
I am a fitness girl through and through, just like you. I love it. I'm like, you walk on, you walk off, you're in tennis shoes, you can't mess it up. Like,
Drip over your
it's like,
dress.
it's my favorite. Yep, I'm right there with you.
I agree.
And obviously, another phase of competition is interview. And a big part of your interview is your CSI. You talk a lot about that during your interview. So, talk to us a little bit about what your CSI is, what you've been doing with it, and what your plans are for this year with it.
Yes. So my CSI is serve it up, small acts, big impact. And I decided this because I saw, like I said, with my Down syndrome uncles, those little service, small little acts I did really made a big impact in their life. And I made a goal this year to memorize every single person's name in my school, which is about 1,400 kids. And you can imagine that is a lot of kids. And I saw that when I knew someone's name in the hall and they didn't know me, it just brightened their day, just gave a little smile at them. And I saw peers around me doing that. And I loved it. And I just knew that I needed to show everyone that service doesn't need to be this huge that takes weeks and days. It's just something that's so simple that really will make a big impact. And I like to think of it like a stairs. So you do a small little thing and it can get bigger and bigger and bigger into like a huge impact, like a big thing. And so that is why I chose my CSI. And then with my CSI, I decided to create an impact crew, which an impact crew is a group of teens or anyone that wants to come serve with me that day. Because I have seen that everyone wants to serve, they just don't know where to start. They just don't know how, they don't know what to do. And so I wanted to create this group to give them an opportunity and provide a service project for them to do with me. And we did so many different things. I had so many different groups, but my favorite thing we've done so far is we got to do an after school cheer/dance class for a Title I elementary school. And seeing their joy in their faces every single week, we would come and teach them cheers and dances. And then we got to do a huge showcase for the parents after at the end of the year. So it's just been huge. So I decided after I saw me doing a huge impact crew in my high school that I wanted to get one in every single high school in Utah. And that is a lot. And I at first thought it wasn't possible. Like there's too many. There's 144 high schools in Utah and I have 22 regions. So I decided, since I do cheer, I'm on the cheer team, that I want to give a cheer team at every high school a service project to do and just use justserve.org, and anyone in Utah around the country can use that app. And I am working on that right now. And I'm going to get every single high school to at least do a service project and their cheer team and hope it creates a ripple effect. And I know service does. So going on to a national level, I hope to reach every state and get an impact crew in at least every state.
Super cool. Super cool.
Yes.
And
Thank you.
you've been crowned. You were one of the first title holders crowned for this cycle. So you've had a little bit of time to kind of sit with your title, process all of the things. So I'm interested to hear why you think that the judges specifically selected you to represent your state this year.
Yes. I personally believe because I love connections and people and relationships. And those are the three things that I think it's most important as a title holder. You want to have connections around you. You want people to come with you. You want to love people. You're with people 24/7 and helping each other. And that is what's most important. And also that I'm just a teen. Like I'm Miss Utah's teen. I don't need to be this miss. Like I'm human. I make mistakes. I'm gonna be busy. I'm gonna be doing my teen stuff, going to school dances, like just little things like that. But yet I still love serving and I know the importance that it does in this. But I also know that this, I mean, obviously being Miss Utah's teen is huge and it's amazing, but there are some hard things that people don't see and you need to get through those hard things. And I know that the sacrifice it takes, and sometimes it's hard with friends and it's hard with people around you, but I knew the positives and the negatives and how to get through all of it.
Absolutely. Absolutely. And your next pageant is going to be Miss America's Teen, which I'm sure you are over the moon about. So exciting, but it is coming up so quick. So talk to us about your preparation. What have you been focusing on with your prep for nationals?
Well, what is crazy is my first like real pageant was Miss Utah's Teen this year. So going to Miss America's Teen is my second pageant ever. So I'm kind of just like here, ready to go, not really like overthinking it, which honestly is a good thing.
Mhm.
But I'm mainly just trying to stay myself and stay true to myself and be who I am, but yet still be prepared. So I'm working with my interview and just trying to get my vocabulary up to a national level. I'm working on my talent every single day, waking up and working out for fitness and just walking every day. And I also believe going to all these events is preparing me for Miss America's Teen. Talking to people is helping me. And so I'm still serving, going to all my events and just getting ready and just getting more and more excited every day.
Amazing. Amazing. And our final question, if you could give one piece of advice to a girl competing at Miss Utah's Teen next year, what would it be?
That it's not about the crown. And I know that's crazy to say because, of course, everyone goes there to the end result is a crown. But in reality, there's only one person walking away with that crown. And that's not what it's all about. It's about the sisterhood and the connections and what you get from it. You get so many different opportunities to go serve with people and you walk away with sisterhood. That is the main thing. And as a state title holder winning, I love still all the connections I had after making top 10. Some of my friends didn't make it, and I know obviously they're bummed and it's not, they're super sad, but they were backstage having all my stuff laid out ready for me to go. They were helping me. And seeing that backstage just really opened my eye that this is about sisterhood and that is what's important. So walking away with how many 47 new friends is the most main important thing, and just being yourself and staying true to yourself and have fun. That's the most important thing. Just have fun, and it's so much fun, and you're only there for a few days, so might as well live it up. And you prepare for so long, so once you get there there's no more preparation to do. It's just you're ready, let's just go and just have fun.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Well, thank you so much, Brynn, for coming on and chatting with us about you and your title and all the awesome things you've been doing. And just know that we'll be rooting you on at Miss America's team.
Yes, thank you so much for having me.
You are so welcome. And I will see the rest of you guys on our next episode. Bye, y'all.
Bye.